Mi dispiace, devo andare via, ma sapevo che era una bugia. Quanto tempo ho perso dietro a lui, che promette e poi non cambia mai. Strani amori mettono nei guai, ma in realtà siamo noi. E lo aspetti ad un telefono, litigando che sia libero, con il cuore nello stomaco, un gomitolo nell'angolo, lì da sola, dentro un brivido, ma perché lui non c'è? E sono strani amori che fanno crescere e sorridere fra le lacrime. Quante pagine di da scrivere, sogni e lividi da dividere. Sono amori che spesso a questa età si confondono dentro a quest'anima che si interroga senza decidere se è un amore che fa per noi. E quante notti perso a piangere, rileggendo quelle lettere, e non riesci più a buttare via dal labirinto della nostalgia. Grandi amori che finiscono, ma perché restano nel cuore. Strani amori che vanno e vengono nei pensieri che li nascondono. Storie vere che ci appartengono, ma si lasciano come noi. Strani amori fragili, prigionieri liberi. Strani amori mettono nei guai, ma in realtà siamo noi. Strani amori fragili, prigionieri liberi. Strani amori che non sanno vivere e si perdono dentro noi. Mi dispiace, devo andare via, questa volta l'ho promesso a me, perché ho voglia di un amore vero senza te. Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan.
reaching out for you, but you're not near. What's another year? Yeah. What's another year to someone who's lost everything that he owns? And what's another year to someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been praying such a long time. That's the only way to hide my fear. What's another year? What's another year to someone who's lost everything that he owns? What's another year to someone who's getting used to being alone? I've been crying such a long time, with such a lot of pain in every tear. What's another year? What's another year? What's another year? Thank you. You left it too late to come up for the dance, guys. Thank you very much. And this is the title track of my new album. It is what. Are you okay? Hoe gaat het met jou? Goed? Prima. Okay. It's a song I wrote called It Is What It Is. It goes like this. Johnny checked out the other day, took his guitar and he went away. The music got too cold to play, nothing left to make him stay. The sweetest song I ever heard was his. So much now I'm gonna miss, but it is what it is. Susie swears she's 17, but there ain't much that she ain't seen. Maybe once she had a dream, now you see where she has been. And there's a bitter taste in every kiss, 'cause no one else replaces his. Guess it is what it is. It is what it is, and nothing changes from the cradle to the grave. At the final destination, sometimes love is all we say. It is what it is, and nothing matters when you throw it all away. Just the promise that you live with every day. And when it's over, there's no going back. There's nothing left to miss, 'cause it is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is. 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 Juliet tried to impress. She looks so good in a brand new dress. Folk back home would never guess. Daddy's little boy is an air hostess. Sometimes we get more and we care less. Sometimes there's just happiness, and it is what it is. It is what it It is what it is. 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 Jack Sherrard on the guitar. That's my son. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that gentle, the young man who was walking out before me, that's my son. That's my youngest son, all the way up from down. We all need love. We all need a place where we belong. We all need to reach out and touch someone. We all need faith. To travel on, look to the power of love, and it'll make you strong. When I'm falling, my back's against the wall, calling, I will have no fear at all, 'cause we all need love, we all need an angel on our side, we all need a perfect day to dry those tears we've cried. In our heart, all need a guiding light to lead us through the dark. We all need help. We all need someone to understand. A brother or sister walking hand in hand. When I'm falling, my back's against the wall. Calling, I will have no fear at all. 'Cause we all need love. Side. All need a perfect day to dry those tears we've cried. Sing it. Nobody's judgment should take your voice away. No one's religion should teach you what to say. What to say.
We all need a place where we belong. We all need to reach out and touch someone.
We all need faith. We all need a road to travel on. Look to the power of love, and it'll make you strong. We all need love. We all need an angel on our side. We all need a perfect day to dry those tears we've cried. We all need love. We all need an angel on our side. And a perfect day to dry those tears we've cried. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. That's a kind of a Christmassy song. I wish I had half your energy. This is you're coming back, okay? Okay, this first song that I started with was, that we began the concert with tonight, well, I began my part of the concert with tonight, was a song that was written by a friend of mine called Shay Healy. It was the first Eurovision for me, a first Eurovision winning song that I sang in The Hague in 1980, which is, as you know, is 38 years ago, which means I was 7 years old when I sang it. That's not very nice.
Okay, maybe I was 8 or 9. I've seen the pictures, it wasn't much more. But I believe Mike Tyson is going to record a version of it. He's going to call it What's Another Ear. Somebody, you know, I won 3 Eurovisions, the one in 1980 and then again in 87 in Brussels, and 92 was in Malmo, the song I wrote, Why Me. Somebody once asked me, what's it like to win the Eurovision? I said, I don't know, I never lost one. Sorry, that's... I'm the only person who can tell that joke, okay, so that's why I tell it, even though most people know it at this stage, okay? And I promise I won't tell too many jokes, maybe 1 or 2, because my jokes are really bad. You know, like my pet mouse died yesterday. His name was Elvis. He was caught in a trap. I did say they were bad. Okay, this is the song that I wrote, which I wrote this in 85 and it went on to win the Eurovision in 1987 in Brussels. This is a song I wrote called Hold Me Now. Okay. This is Water. Don't close your heart to how you feel. Dream. Don't be afraid the dream's not real. Close your eyes, pretend it's just the 2 of us again. Make believe this moment's here to stay. Touch me the way you used to do. Oh, I know tonight could be all I'll have with you. From now on, you'll be with someone else instead of me. So tonight, let's fill this memory. Ready? For the last time. Hold me now. Don't cry. Don't say a word. Just hold me now. And I will know that we're apart, but always be together. Forever in love. What do you say when words are not enough? Time will be kind once we're apart. Your tears will have no place in your heart. I wish I could say how much I'll miss you when you're gone. How my love for you will go on and on and hold me now. Don't cry, don't say a word, just hold me now. To understand that I hope at last you found what you've been searching for. Though I won't be there anymore, I will always love you. Don't say a word, just hold me now. And I will know we're apart, we'll always be together, forever in love. What do you say when words are not enough? What can I say now? My words are not enough. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's a kind of a Christmassy song. I wish I had half your energy. This is you're coming back, okay? Okay, this first song that I started with was, that we began the concert with tonight, well, I began my part of the concert with tonight, was a song that was written by a friend of mine called Shay Healy. It was the first Eurovision for me, the first Eurovision winning song that I sang in The Hague in 1980, which is, as you know, is 38 years ago, which means I was 7 years old when I sang it.
That's not very nice. Okay, maybe I was 8 or 9. I've seen the pictures, it wasn't much more. But I believe Mike Tyson is going to record a version of it. He's going to call it What's Another Ear. Somebody, you know, I won 3 Eurovisions, the one in 1980 and then again in 87 in Brussels, and 92 was in Malmo, the song I wrote, Why Me. Somebody once asked me, what's it like to win the Eurovision? I said, I don't know, I never lost one. Sorry, that's... I'm the only person who can tell that joke, okay, so that's why I tell it, even though most people know it at this stage, okay? And I promise I won't tell too many jokes, maybe 1 or 2, because my jokes are really bad. You know, like my pet mouse died yesterday. His name was Elvis. He was caught in a trap. I did say they were bad. Okay, this is the song that I wrote, which I wrote this in 85 and it went on to win the Eurovision in 1987 in Brussels. This is a song I wrote called Hold Me Now. This is Walter. Don't close your heart to how you feel. Dream. Don't be afraid the dream's not real. Close your eyes. Pretend it's just the 2 of us again. Make believe this moment's here to stay. Touch me the way you used to do. Oh, I know tonight could be all I'll have with you. From now on, you be with someone else instead of me. So tonight, let's fill this memory. Ready? For the last time. Hold me now. Don't cry. Don't say a word. Just hold me now. And I will know that we're apart, but always be together. Forever in love. What do you say when words are not enough? Time will be kind once we're apart. Your tears will have no place in your heart. I wish I could say how much I'll miss you when you're gone. How my love for you will go on and on. My girl was right there beside me. Our friends were all gone. We were alone, side by side. We were so happily wed when we got ready for bed then. Her teeth and her hair she placed on a chair, side
side. One glass eye so tiny, one hearing aid so small. Then she screwed her leg off and lay it on that chair beside the wall. I sat there broken-hearted. Most of my girl had departed. I slept on the chair. There was more of her there. Side by side. Especially for the Christmas video, okay? For all the little ones. Okay, this is a song that I had over 1.5 million downloads with, released in Scandinavia. It's a very popular song in Ireland as well. This is called Galway Girl. It goes like this. I took a stroll down the old long walk on the day I met a little girl and we stopped to talk on a gray soft day. And I asked your friend, what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? And I knew right then I'd be taking a twirl down the Saltaire Pond with a Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rain came down on the day she took me up to a flat downtown on a grand soft day. And I asked your friends, what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? So I took her hand, gave it a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl, to a Nederlander girl, or a Belgian girl. When I woke up, I was all alone, and out with a broken heart and a ticket home. So I asked your friends, what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? You see, I've traveled around, I've been all over the world, boys, but I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. No, no. Never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't mind just keeping the camera out of my face, just a little bit over that way, thank you. Because I'm trying to think the audience, thank you, it's just getting in the way a little bit. Thank you. It's very hard to sing to you guys when I got a camera coming up my nose and I realise that maybe I haven't shaved properly. And you know, some of the men here might realise, you know, as you get older, you start losing hair from places you want to keep it. And it starts growing in some of the strangest places, you know, that sort of you never thought about when you were growing up. And it kind of worries me when I see a camera coming that close. My days of 1980 Eurovisions are over, okay? Okay, are you having a good time, guys? Are you having a good time? Cool, okay. Coolaboola. This is a song I wrote called The Irish Soul. The Irish, no, we're not going to do what we did earlier of him. This is called The Irish Soul, and it goes like, this is my, I'd like to dedicate this to all of the Forever Band, to Gerrit and to
Filip and all the organisation for having me back on stage with them again. It's been 2 years, it's been too long. This is the Irish Soul. I'm not finished. I always wanted to be Helmut Lotti, I mean Elvis. Okay. Of my heart. Not lately. Just had to get my lip up. No. Somebody got some sticky too. Oh my, oh my, so. Wait for it. Okay. So. This is a great photograph. This is an Irishman drinking water. I gave up alcohol 15 years ago and tried to grow a beard. This is my beard. Actually looks like one of my eyebrows came down for a drink. But sure, it does me. It does me. I did this next song. Obviously, I wrote the last song, the Irish Soul as well. This next song I wrote and I performed is from the new album, It Is What It Is. And it's a song that I did on a TV show in Norway called Allsang på Grensen. And on the show, they give all the lyrics to all the text to the audience. And I've always thought of it as a love song. It's called Forever and a Day. And as I was singing it, when I looked back at the video afterwards, there were a lot of mothers with very young children. And they were singing the song to their children, which was a lovely compliment. I'd never quite thought of it that way. So please feel free to take this song and sort of take whatever emotion you want from it. It's called Forever and a Day, and it goes like this.
You are so wonderful to me. You're the reason I believe in love. You give so unconditionally. You're a precious light that fell from above. You make it easier to face the morning rain. So to feel pain. You are so wonderful to me. You're the reason I believe in love. You are so perfect in my eyes. You're the one who turned my world around. In my life, you lift me up when I fall down. You bring the sunlight to the shadows of my heart. Forever is each moment we're apart. You are so perfect in my eyes. You're the one who turned my world. Stay forever and a day. Strangers pass me by. I can't help but wonder why they chase the moments away. When you're in my arms, I know the time has got no place to go. Here with you, it's when I'm gonna stay. will stay with you forever and a day.
Ladies and gentlemen, on trumpet, a big round of applause for the trumpet, please. Big round of applause for the trumpet player. Thank you. Oh, this is the last slow song of the night. This next one, but well, for me anyway. Are you okay? I was just wondering about you. I was worried there because you seemed to be wandering. I thought you'd lost someone. Okay, just. Sorry, I should have warned you, ladies and gentlemen. Most people who know me know that I have this terrible tendency to say the first thing that comes into my head. You know, when I won the Eurovision with Hold Me Now, I was drinking a lot of champagne before I sang the encore. And when I went to the press reception for the whole of Europe, all the press of Europe were there, and the first question that got shouted was from the back, and someone said, "Are you gay?" And I said, "I'm not, but my boyfriend is." And then I realised I was talking to the press. I think I made a Donald Trump moment. But there was another case like a couple of months ago where these girls were going, "Love you, Johnny," and putting, they do the heart, do this, "Love you," and I wanted to do something back. So I thought I'd put an arrow through the heart, because I went like... And then I realised what it looked like, and that's honestly a mistake. That was honestly a mistake. When I realised what I was doing, I was mortified. Anyway, in this next song, not many people know this. Now I'm really sounding like Donald Trump, aren't I? Not a lot of people know this. You probably don't know this, yeah? But anyway, I was the first artist to record this song, and unfortunately, they didn't. When they heard it, they recognised it was going to be a big hit record, but they didn't want it associated with the Eurovision. So they auditioned 6 other singers, and one of them copied my version and had a hit with it, and then it went on to be copied by Josh Groban, and then it be copied by Westlife, and etc. And what was very nice for me was we were doing a charity, myself and my son Jack, we were doing a charity in Dublin for motor neurons disease, to raise money for motor neurons disease in Dublin in the church, which we raised 45,000, which was great, This is but the artist in question was there, and his name is Brian Kennedy, and Brian was kind enough to say in front of my son that he always gives me credit that he learned the song from me, because Josh Groban says he learned it from him. So this year it was released by Secret Garden as the single from their Greatest Hits album. And there's also a documentary about the song in which I was finally given credit for what I did on a book. So this is the original version of You Raise Me Up. Okay, it goes like this.
I am strong, I am am filled with wonder. Sometimes it feels that I glimpse eternity. And I can stand on mountains. And walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can
The two young ladies and the young man who's up here singing, doing the backing vocals. Thank you. You look very angelic. All three of you, all four of you. Okay. How you doing, sir? All right? All right? Max? Are you okay? I can go around everybody and ask them, can't I? Okay. Are you having a good time? Yeah! Okay. This is a song by Van Morrison, one I thought you'd enjoy. It goes like this.
from the
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you wel. Thank you very, very much from my heart. It's been an honor singing for you tonight. It's been lovely to be back here again in Belgium singing. And thank you for being such a wonderful audience and making me feel so welcome. Could I also please ask, would you please give a big, big round of applause to the Forever Band under the backing of Filip Adriaensens. If you're driving home, please remember, have a car. Make sure you have a car. So you want to see something really... This is especially also for any other man in here who's like me. He used to think he was a great lover. Then he found out his girlfriend had asthma. Okay, let's go. Don't close your heart to how you feel. Dream, thank you. And don't be afraid the dream's not real. Close your eyes, pretend it's just the two of us again. Make believe this moment's here to stay. Come on! Touch me the way you used to do. I know tonight could be all I have with you. From now on, you'll be with someone else instead of me. You wanna dance, dance, and tonight let's film this memory. Come on, for the last time. Searching for, though I won't be there anymore. I will always love you. Don't say a word, just and I will love we're apart. Always be together. Forever in You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you so much. I was going to do one anyway, okay? I wasn't going to leave you just like that. This is a song throughout the Eurovisions. You would have known this, Sharon. Like, so I had an Aunt Lucy who's now gone to another life. But my Aunt Lucy had all these crazy Eurovision parties. And when she passed away, when I was writing the new album, I wrote a song called The House of Lucille, because at the same time, B.B. King had just died, and his guitar was called Lucille. And I wanted to make it sound like real old rock and roll. So this is, again, from the new album. It's kind of an old-fashioned rock and roll song that I wrote called The House of Lucille. Oh, sorry, just for somebody wants... I have to stop for a second, I believe. Okay. Or do I? Should we just do it?
Eerst iedereen bedanken. Thank you, Mr. Johnny Logan.
I'm going to do one more.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Maybe we have a present for you, I think.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, I love. Wow. More chocolates.
Yeah, more chocolates.
Big Johnny Logan.
En voor Johnny Logan het laatste nummer zingt, misschien ook even een heel groot applaus voor Forever Band. Onder leiding van Filip Adriaensens.
Dames en heren, en er is dan één persoon waar wij nog geen applaus voor gaven deze avond. Onze presentator, Vincent Van Geel.
Dank u wel. En Argenta Steenuffel moeten wij ook nog bedanken voor alles. En dan nog een ongelooflijk applaus voor Johnny Logan.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, man. You easily know how my life has changed. I'm getting chocolates. He's getting champagne. So much for my life, you know. It has been a great pleasure playing with the Forever Band again, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, I've travelled all over the world. I've played with the German Symphony Orchestra. I've played with the Irish Light Orchestra, the Royal Philharmonic Concert Orchestra, and very seldom have I had so much fun with a conductor as I've had with Philip. Would you please put your hands together, please, for Filip Adriaensens. And he's the best dressed of them as well. Okay. And he brings his own fan club. Anyway, here's this. This is a rock and roll song I'd like to. This is especially for my friend Yvette and all the people, all the fans that I'm lucky enough to call my fans here in Belgium. They all know who they are. Sharon, all the way from Ireland. Also, I'd like to dedicate this to all the members of the band, and I'd like to say a special thank you to my son Jack, who came over from Ireland yesterday to play.
Lucille. They really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. They really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. They really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. They really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Come on, everybody.
Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille.
Said they really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking at the house of Lucille. Really got it rocking. Where? At the house of Lucy. Good night, Lucy. Good night. Thank you and good night. We're going to do the dance version of Hold Me Now again. Give you a chance to boogie. Okay. Thank you very much. I was already in the bathroom. And then I realized I forgot my chocolates. I had to come back, okay? Thank you very much, guys. That's lovely. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Lovely thing to do. Don't close your heart to how you feel. And dream. And don't be afraid the dream's not real. Close your eyes. Pretend it's just the two of us again. Make believe this moment's it's here to stay. Come on. Touch me the way you used to do. I know tonight could be all I have with you. From now on, you'll be with someone else instead of me. So tonight, let's feel this memory. For the last time, hold me now. Don't cry. Don't say a word, just and I will never be apart. We'll always be together, forever in love. What do you say when words are not enough? Come on! Time will be cast me apart. With your tears will have no place in your heart. I wish I could say how much I'll miss you when you're gone. How my love for you will go on and on. searching for. Come on! No, I won't be there anymore. I will always love you. Don't say a word, just and I will know that we're apart. Always be together, forever in love. Yeah. What do you say when words are not? Come on, everybody! Can you put your hands in the air? Hold me now, don't cry, don't say a word, just hold me now, and I will know that we're apart. We'll always be together, forever and ever in love. So what do you say when words are not enough? What can I say now? My words are not. Woo! Thank you so much. Dank u wel. Dank u wel. And have a great Christmas. In